Good afternoon, everyone. So on the screen right now, you're seeing different cyber attacks. Kudos to the previous speakers. They have very much emphasized this different attack. Now, I am not going to each every of this. No? Pretty much most of you or every one of you already understand what are this and maybe not so overfed. Okay? But I'd like to highlight the different mapping of these cyber attacks. No? These different cyber attacks may come in different vectors. So take, for example, phishing and ransomware. Ransomware attack vector primarily is the user. Phishing, did you know that it may not only come now or these days on email? Attackers are now already leveraging collaboration apps. So maybe you're using Microsoft Teams, OneDrive, G Drive. So phishing can now be delivered on those attack vectors as well. Next, cloud-related threats and even application layer threats, no? Targeting our applications or web apps. Zero-day exploits, which is normally being bypassed on our perimeter defense and even on our applications as well. DNS-based attack, which is also exploiting the very vulnerable architecture of DNS. And lastly, man-in-the-middle attack and insider threats, which could be represented by a regular employee like me with no bad intention or with one, okay, which is being leveraged by attacker, my excessive permission, no, where I'm accessing my phone or my email on mobile phone, leveraging the excessive permissions I have, okay, and basically carrying on cyber attacks. Now, wrapping those different attack vectors, attackers are now being persistent and creative. Okay? They can come or they can utilize different attack vectors, be it from the network, the email, the SaaS applications you're using, IoT, and even my mobile phone. Okay? And this attack could spread quickly, especially if I am a typical SOC operation where I'm using a siloed security tool. So these tools are not basically working with each other. And coupled with the fact that there is a cybersecurity skill shortage, okay, we have maybe, if not all of us, some of us or most of us have a lean SOC team, okay, skill shortage and doing the error-prone manual work basically just makes it a lot more complex. Now, this has greatly changed the security landscape. Basically from 10 years back or more, skilled threat actors are using expensive targeted attack. So the approach, the obsolete way, the method is still working. You just have to be faster on the bear that is behind you, di ba? So dito sa representation natin na to, you just have to be faster than the bear that is behind you. But these days, attackers can now launch cheap, large-scale attacks with the advent of generative AI. So with the introduction of generative AI, anyone with low skills can launch large-scale attack. So what would be the defense strategy? The defense strategy should be a prevention first, platform approach, and is an AI-based cybersecurity platform. And that's what I'm going to expound more in this representation of the typical enterprise setup. Okay, those different attacks I've mentioned earlier, and a mapping of different security tools one could use to prevent. Okay, so with the platform, it must be, okay, the cybersecurity platform of your choice must be comprehensive, okay, to cover each attack vector, whether it's coming from the network, the cloud, the user and access, or basically the workspace, okay, and use collaborative SOC tools that is providing visibility management, analytics, and orchestration and automation backed by cybersecurity services that aids in technology adoption and integration. So you're seeing right now, maybe this is a usual day-to-day basis with the SOC people around here looking at different console, basically just introduce a lot of complexity that's in a way inefficient because you have to spend a lot of time moving from one console to another to investigate a particular alert or an event, okay, causes inconsistency and basically increased risk because the higher chances of missing critical events, okay, is caused by disparate system. Now, the platform that I am speaking of must be consolidated. So isn't it a lot more easier if I'm managing those different tools to prevent those cyber attacks I stated earlier on a single pane of glass? Next, additionally, these security tools must be able to work with each other. So parang representation ko rito, when a fire erupts on 6th floor, the whole building must be able to respond. So in analogy, let's say an endpoint has detected, or maybe my EDR has detected a malware, the platform that you are using must be able to must be aware instantly. So it's fitted also on the network defense I have, the web security I have, and even on my email and on my cloud. So those different attack vectors that might be leveraged, the whole system responds promptly, just like in my representation here. Okay? So basically working with each other. So I'd like to emphasize more the 3C concept, okay, to be easier remembered. So madali lang yan. Comprehensive, consolidated, and collaborative. Comprehensive, like I said, covering different attack vectors, whether network, cloud, SaaS application, email, IoT, mobile devices. Consolidated with streamlined day-to operation of your SOC team using a single unified management. Collaborative, basically these tools work with each other, okay, by deploying security engines, best-of-breed security engines, blocking those various attacks. Okay? And the platform must also utilize a shared threat intelligence with vast amount of security engines, and especially leveraging the advent of generative AI. So the security engines must also be AI-powered. Okay? And these are feeded immediately for instant response across all my enforcement points, whether the network, the cloud, the email. Okay? This basically provides you the overall effect of blocking 3 billion attacks yearly. So with the credibility of blocking different attacks, okay, this vast amount of attacks. Okay? Not only, you must also, not only with those different attack vectors that you need to take it, or you need to make sure that the security platform you're using is very much effective as well. Okay, right now on the screen, I'm representing a 0+1 malware prevention. Okay, with 0+1, that means 24 hours or 1 day past the discovery of new malware. And this 24 hours is the most critical time to prevent those attacks. The longer the malware is able to spread, the larger or the bigger the incident will happen, or the damage will be caused. So the platform must be itself tested by third-party certification labs that has the highest prevention rates. Moreover, the security platform must also take security seriously. Okay, so the platform, the code itself is secure, having the least vulnerabilities and the faster time to remediate those. So dapat yung platform ko is secure by design, and we have the sense of urgency to fix any vulnerabilities. And lastly, my key takeaways, like I said, the 3 Cs, consolidated, which makes SOC operation a lot more easier, single unified management console, comprehensive, covering every attack vectors, collaborative, which basically tools that works together to prevent breach. Okay? So we need a platform to wrap this up. We need a platform. Consolidation is the way to go forward. Okay? And that's the way to defend against what's coming. So thank you very much. Have a good day. And if you have the chance, we'll be staying on the right-hand side. We're a lot more easier to be found near the buffet area. So enjoy your day. Thank you, everyone.
Thank you so much, Victor, for that. So you mentioned nga kanina yung mga 9 types of common cyber attack. Kasama na dyan yung phishing, ransomware, cloud threat. And of course, you know, this day and age, the attackers today are quite persistent. You know, everything spread so much faster. And with the skill shortage that we have, security tends to be a struggle. Ayan, so sabi nga niya, with his 3 takeaways, his 3C concept, ayan, so we have the comprehensive, which means covering different attack vectors, and then consolidate, another C of his, and his 3rd C is collaborative. So those are the things that he mentioned